G'day and welcome to the Heat Signature Daily Challenge for the 30th of January. And someone decided to steal focus. That's great. We are here to steal 3 things while harming as few people as possible. We do have a conch hammer, we're glitch 6, supplier tough, ex-sovereign, and we got a brick. Do love having a good brick. Okay, so we can't swap in to cut down the time. We could brick in though. If we were careful, we could absolutely brick in here and then try and swap our way. Because here we know where the captain is. And we can swap in. That sets the alarm time off. Or I could just try and, do this the normal way. I really am quite tempted to brick in. I should check one thing before any of this. It's not autopilot. Good. So you can go that way a bit, yeah. Okay. So the trick is going to be getting on board as soon as I do this. So let's see. If we go this way and fling me out. Not sure if this is a good or a bad approach. The thing is, this is also going to rapidly change direction. This might be a recipe for disaster. Oh, that's also going to cause grief, isn't it? Because you're, of course, doing things relative to the wrong body. Well, let's see if we can manage it anyway. No, this is a dumb idea. This is super dumb. Yeah, okay. And besides, I was already too close. Oh well. I think we just do this the more conventional way. Even if this has already cost me like 20 seconds. That's a nice conservative estimate. We're gonna miss, aren't we? Yep. Not by much, but by enough. $16 seconds, yeah, so that cost me 10 seconds, which is actually much better than I anticipated. So here we're just gonna leg it. We're gonna dash across there. Let's see, so we dash, dash, bugger. Okay, now I can unlock that dash. Dash. Need to remember to stop that. Oh well. Open this up. Sidewinder, that's definitely handy. I guess we're going down. Yeah. Ooh, but if I go up, there's even more cash. I think we go up. If I've given up on time, which I have, I think it's better to go up and increase the chances of getting a better time overall. Okay. Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down there. Got to be careful with this. And then we're going to sidewind up here. I think it's better to go for gear, given everything that I know. Primarily that I'm not as clever as I like to think. Okay. So that is definitely my bad. Again, not as clever as I'd like to think. Go here. Steal that. Sidewind. Alright. I feel this is fine. Like, Obviously, I would rather have not had this happen, but this is a way of me actually getting a bit more time to practice various bits and pieces, right? Because there's even now been a little bit of debate on the Discord about whether or not this is faster. I'm pretty sure it is faster, although obviously there are some interesting limitations you can come up against. Pop up here. Thank you. Open this up. I said open this up. Yeah. Grenade launcher. So just out of curiosity. Yep, you do in fact have a pilot in that seat. So that would have worked. Okay, let's see. There. No one mysteriously turns around. Good. So it continues to just be red. That seems to have run into this bug. Okay, so when you dash, you're still too fast. Okay, open this up. Take it. What is it? It does look like it's a telly. That looks like it is a Sidewinder then. And I just wanted... Aha! So yeah, I wanted to be out of the way there. Remote and do the pickup. So we got gear. We got some gear that'll be useful, some that won't. We're not getting perfect, so the time is mostly irrelevant. And yeah, good to play around a bit more with checking how reliable certain things are. And yeah, so what I do need to test. So what I have been able to determine is if I press the key combination and then hold shift, like you are of course dashing in slow motion, which is good. The other thing is you really don't even try to thread the needle. It ain't happening. Yeah, you are on reinforcements, and our steel target is down in here, right? Yeah. Okay. I'm doing this just because it's funny to me, I should say. So we pop out, go this way, throw me back, don't throw you back. Yep, there we go. Now, I want to crack it open. That's what you want to do, right? You want to get over here. I'm going to say, hey there, buddy. Just wanna crack you open like some sort of egg. Ha ha ha! I deserved that. I was one off. Oh well. Derry Quill, nicely done. That 1 minute and 18 seconds. And it's also good to see Console TX playing again. Haven't seen your name on the boards in quite a while. But yeah. That was me being a little too aggressive. Okay. Well, I feel like doing this again. So we'll... Okay, so... First things first. Let's just do this the kind of dumb way. So we're gonna chuck you in there. Time on a station doesn't count. Unfortunately, looks like we got caught up. No, yep, we did. Damn. Okay, apparently I'm... Wow, getting real bad at that. Okay, good. Return to... not return to pod. This... No, don't you frickin' dare. Okay, 60 seconds. I reckon we can get this done in 60 seconds. Wow, Okay, so I guess we're definitely seeing the problem here, and that is apparently I just can't do it. Just can't do it. Just cannot do it. Also, it really just wants to spawn the ship super close to me. Don't get it. I guess it's got to circle one of those, but still. So, while my approach in theory would work, the problem is, of course, that I'm incompetent and can't seem to hit the correct piece of ship. In fact, I seem to be remarkably accurate if you don't want a room. Okay, so here we are. And yeah, there you go. That's exactly why that doesn't work so good. Although actually, I don't think there are any guards there. Hey, and left click. Okay, right. So anyway, let's see. If we were to do this, for one thing, I don't think this would work that well. We're going to miss out on a bunch of gear. But even regardless of that, obviously my ability to get the right spot is more limited than I would like. Oh, right, yes. Also, there we go. Right, so got 22 seconds. I need to crash you to have this even work. This isn't gonna work for a multitude of reasons. Mostly that one though. Oh, I managed to avoid having them shoot each other so far. That's lucky. I'd like to throw this at the back one. Give me this back. Chuck it. Okay, you want to shoot now, mate? Give me this back. How dumb am I? Very. This is way too close. Okay, so steal that. Chuck this. I need to get a bit more distance, but I also need you lot to not shoot each other in the back. Like, fucking seriously. That's so fucking annoying. Okay, so I mean that's already a failure, right? But sometimes the game is just really on a fine trigger, right? Right, I didn't mean to unpause then. Oh yeah, I was gonna glitch dash. Out of curiosity, when I say these are true random, are they random? Yes, they are random between individual runs as well. Good to know. Oh wait, actually, if we're gonna muck about with this, let's muck about with this properly. Chuck this. Take it. Yeah, that's a thing that I hadn't considered as an approach before. Dashing that way. Or rather dashing. Okay. Anyway. dumb practice run shenanigans because whatever. Yeah, so the dash away from guard is something that I didn't really think about when it came to this stuff. Alright, since this doesn't count, I mean, we are well past the point of any of this counting. Let's just do the old trick of, I want this stuff, so I'm gonna take it. Alright, well, sucks to be you guys then. What you gonna do, raise the alarm? Open this up. Sidewinder. So yeah, this is, you know, pseudo banned from within the heat signature community, right? Which is to say, you know, I can't stop you from doing it, but we kind of have a agreement to not do it, just because overall it homogenizes runs and it's just not as fun, right? But if you're just stuffing around, whatever. Honestly, the people that I care about not doing it are the people that I'm competing for the top slots on the leaderboard for. So most of the time, people that you might encounter doing this, if you're playing casually, whatever. Because what I'm doing here, if you're not familiar, which I'm just going to assume that you aren't, is you are basically taking advantage of the fact that between missions, nothing you do counts. The restrictions are not in play. So the ship didn't despawn, so we don't need to worry about... so that means that we don't need to worry about the restriction of pacifism. We can just murder everyone on the ship. If we want, we can literally murder every single person on the ship. What am I doing? I need to actually, yes, hold this. And right now, I'm actually kind of doing this because I want to check if any of these guards have items. Because yeah. Well, I mean, this literally doesn't count. It's a practice run. But also, because I just want to kind of see what I can do with the glitch dash trick, except obviously I forgot to take a melee weapon with me. So I guess I just murder everyone here, and then I go on to mission 2 and see. I also just kind of want to see if it was execution, if it was my execution that was flawed, or if it was, you know, something else. Like, it never would have worked because there were guards right by that door. So I'll just let this person wander around their tomb. Also, I just want to crack that ship into 2. That's so cool. Also, I was pleased. So when I've been saying true random, I've been assuming... Alright. Sorry, I'm jumping from topic to topic and thought to thought. So, one thing that this has let me determine is steal items are true random, and I always have expressed the thought that they were true random, right? And when I say true random, I mean they, rather than being set by the same random number that the rest of the daily is set on, they're set by a random number that is completely individual per attempt. So basically this is true random because, oh, you're going the wrong way. So that means that in my first attempt at ship 1, I got a completely different item as a steal target than in my second attempt. And that is relevant because you can use those items. And sometimes the item is perfect for your situation, and other times the item is not. Why? I'm sorry, I've been operating on way too little sleep, so you're gonna have to just bear with the kind of lack of thought. Huh. Here. Alright. Got it. Alright, so that disconnected successfully. Hold D, hold A, and left click. I love it. You can see them fall apart. Okay, so one of the things that we wanted to see here. Alright, my suspicion here is that these two pieces will not despawn because they're both part of the same ship. And that one of these two pieces will count for time and the other will not. But the problem is, of course, I need to wait for them to go quite far apart from each other for that. I'm wrong. Look, the secondary piece vanished. I'm pretty sure it despawned. Huh. I mean, it's possible I just lost track of it because, you know, that also happened. But that is a good bit of mucking about that gives answers. And so let's go steal some. So we can check for the presence of other pieces, because there's kind of this. Crew killed 3, so apparently I did knock some crew out. And it's not like it counted the people what were on the ship. Oh yeah, that's actually my entrance. Okay. So we do have a slight problem, which is to say we don't actually have a way in. If I'd hit here, this would have been perfect. I wouldn't have killed anyone, and I would have gotten access to this room. But as it is, I can't do that exactly. I can do something much dumber. No, that's actually instant death. Let's not do that then. Do I have anything loud? No, I do not. Alright, so here, I mean, look. Actually, I guess I could try some dumb like that. Nah. Ooh, the things that I can experiment with here. So there was a theory that dashing this way would let you dash more frequently. Nope. Okay, the other thing is if I'm holding slow-mo, does the combo work? It still works. Okay, cool. Not that it helps that much, but yeah. One thing I could do is I could actually hold shift down. Just trying to think, because if I were to refine the script, firstly, I feel like morally speaking, there's only so much I can and should refine the script that is in use. Secondly, yeah, look, we just wait until someone lets us come in. There we go, and then we swap with you. We let you wake up. We steal a key card so we can go out. We grab the device, and then we long range teleport to here, which doesn't actually get rid of us. Interesting. I just assumed that would disconnect us since we're on our ship, but apparently not. I guess the disconnect requires you to be picked up by a guard. Also something I wasn't really sure of. Cool. And approaching an airlock. So, yeah. For some reason, somewhere along the way, in my mind, I had just thought that, yeah, that's right, we killed 3 people. I just thought that you immediately became disconnected when you got injured, even though that was obviously wrong, because, you know, that has never really been true. Alright, so here we've got reinforcements, we've got a captain in there too. So what we want to do is we want to bash in here or here. And the chances of us getting that without getting that is quite limited, but I'm in it not to win it because I already lost it, but because playing around with the brick is real fun and I want to do more of it. Yeah. Give me this. Okay. I just need way more sleep. It's kind of interesting to realize, wait a minute, why is it that I can't string my sentences together? Well, probably because you've gotten like 4.5 hours sleep for the last 3 nights running. And maybe you are somewhat sleep deprived. Yeah! No one dead. Yet, at least. Don't press S. That's fine. Hold A. Hold left click. And what's our last key? Hold D. And that's something I can actually do in slow-mo, even though my keyboard only has a 3-key rollover. That's one thing that I really should, fix up at some point. Now, because it's fun, even though it's dumb, the chances of that happening are actually so close to none that I'm not even going to bother. But otherwise, I would have totally disconnected it. So, the component of the ship, what we haven't been able to determine from today is whether or not the component of the ship that has the captain's quarters is like the main piece, or the component with the item is the main piece. I have a feeling that at least the component with the item is important, and I suspect that's the piece that won't disconnect. Whether it still counts as being the ship is another question altogether. And of course you go the wrong way, but that's fine, that's just how life often works. So we return to pod and let it flip with the fast pause. Okay, is the teleporter over there? Where is the teleporter? Yeah, I mean, we're already seeing a whole lot of people. Yeah, the teleporter is right there. Jeez. Okay. So we are gonna need to be careful here. We are gonna port to here. We are gonna dash away from this fella. We are gonna I want to teleport in there, but I also want to shoot. If only I had some way of doing this. I totally do. Also, we're gonna chuck a grenade up here. And then we are going to port to here. Okay. There we go. Door locked. Now I got a gun. What I want to do is I want to throw said gun that way. A little bit further that way, actually. A little bit further. A little bit further. Let's chuck that gun there. So the hope is, yes, that will do something cool like that. What is this device? It is also a teleporter. It is in fact a visitor, which lets me visit out of this place. And that allows me to get stuck. Yeah, I know, I'm not trying to dock. Wow, okay, so that's definitely a downside, but whatever. Alright, so that was pretty cool. I mean, it was not, it was actually, for a pacifist run, that was a pretty cool approach for ship 3. But, yeah. I needed to not do my approach for ship 1 for that to work out, because I really needed that Sidewinder. Yeah, still fun. And what did we learn today? Sorry, like I said, head in like half a dozen places right now. We learned 1, the brick is very difficult to use when you have no knowledge of the ship. Glitch ships are probably the only ones in which this is even vaguely a practical approach, because there's relative safe sections. But even there, it can be quite hard to hit them, and if you hit the wrong room, you instantly lose do not pass go, do not collect any points. We learnt that if you do break a ship into multiple parts, then one half will eventually despawn if it gets away from you. Much like any other non-target ship, especially a non-target ship during the daily challenge. The piece that doesn't despawn is at the very least the piece with the steel item, but it could, or the target, I gather, but it could also potentially be the one with the captain. We don't know which piece counts as the ship, for proximity purposes, other than it's probably the piece with the captain, or possibly the piece with the target. Don't know yet. That is science for another instance. Our layouts today just weren't conducive to that test. And what else did we learn? I relearned that, hey, no, you actually have to be being held by a guard approaching an airlock for your ship to disconnect. I can't think of anything else. So, one thing I really should test. What happens when a guard walks onto your pod in an instance like this to pick up your unconscious form? That's something I need to try at some point. But, maybe next time I grossly mess up a daily challenge. That's been it for today. Congrats to those who ran. Oh, we also did learn that you don't want to dash into walls deliberately. The shortening isn't really enough to justify it. Yeah. Cool. That's it. See you next time. Have a great day.